He's a 3-star recruit out of Liberty High School. He's had offers from Harvard, Yale, Princeton, Colorado State, Northern Arizona, Georgetown, Navy, Air Force. We are going to welcome Benjamin Roy to the show. What's up, Benjamin?
What's going on, Benji?
Nothing. I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Man, we're here to talk some sports with you, man. How are you? How you enjoy that Nevada weather?
Not really much. I would say it got up to like 1:0 yesterday, so it's been pretty hot. So ain't much to enjoy.
All right, Benjamin. Let's get right to it. You chose UCLA on May 20th, but you had 8 other offers from other schools as well. So my question for you is, as we start the interview today, why did you choose UCLA?
So a big piece of my education, you the top 3 public institution in the country can't really compete with the top of, I built a great with Fry, my beautiful LA, relationship I have with the education and the ability to play Power 5 football. You couldn't best spot for me.
Go ahead, Clarence.
Okay, then. So, Benjamin, so you know, Chip Kelly is the head coach for the UCLA, and you see what he brings to the table. Like, what excites you more that you're going to be getting coached from the great Chip Kelly?
Just the NFL experience he has, and on top of that, even before the NFL, when he was at Oregon, he practically invented the RPO, basically a staple of the new offense today. So, being under that tutor, really exciting for me. I'm looking forward. You can't really experience. So that was a plus side for me.
Benjamin, talk about your football future. Like, when did it all start? What made you fall in love with the sport? Who did you look up to growing up? Who's your favorite player now? Give us a little bit of understanding of, how your football journey started.
So for me, it goes way back till I was about. My dad's a big football guy. So he always watched football together every Sunday. The Bears would come on. My dad was a big fan of defense, like the type of guy who loves defense. So growing up, watching the Bears, you had that Urlacher, Lance Briggs, Charles, and so that's what I'm watching. So I love that.
Benjamin. Somebody know familiar with that Lance Briggs and Brian Urlacher.
Oh yeah.
Wait. So let me get this straight, Benjamin. You are a Bears fan?
Yeah, I've been a Bears fan.
Oh man. I don't know if you got a chance to watch the show before you came on, or if you ever had a chance to watch us or check us out. But I'm an ultimate Packers fan. I'm a Packers fan, man. I love my Packers, and I didn't know you as a Bears fan.
I feel bad for you then. A-Rod's leaving soon, and he's your wonder boy. So once he's too.
I know, but Benjamin, you got to be a little careful because in his career, he has owned your Bears. So I'm pretty sure you probably want him to leave because he's owned your Bears.
I definitely want him gone. I want him out of there. I want him as far away from the NFC North as possible.
Go ahead, Clint.
Yeah. So Benjamin, so like you say, you grew up as a Bears fan. Like, can you give us one memory that when Aaron Rodgers broke your heart?
Plenty of Hail Marys. There was one. It was a Sunday Night Football when they were beating us 42 at half or something like that. It was just, there are some ugly games. Like, all the times we're in playoff contention, 9-7, 10-6. We got to play Green Bay at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what
exactly game you're talking about.
But you know what the funniest one was though, Benjamin? I know this is gonna be painful for Benjamin to hear this, Clarence. The hardest one probably was the one when Aaron, I don't know if y'all remember. I can't remember exactly what year it was. I think it was 2013. He had his collarbone injury and he returned on the last game of the season. He came back, it was him and Randall Cobb, and the NFC North title was on the line. And we in the Packers was playing in Soldier Field. It was like 4th and 8. Julius Peppers had got close to Aaron. He almost sacked him. But Coon, the fullback at the time, he got just enough of Peppers. So Aaron he drifted to his left threw the ball to Randall Cobb. It was a floater. You remember that play? I know you remember it, Benjamin.
I remember vaguely because I try to forget all the nightmares, but I mean,
Yeah.
I remember that time. We almost I saw it recently. I think I saw it on a highlight or a replay, but yeah, it's countless times. Like he's done it over and over and over and over. And as a kid, I hated him. I was like, you know what? He's so lucky. This and that. Like, but as soon as I got older, I'm like, you know, he does this on a consistent basis. That ain't luck. Like that's not luck. He does that. Like that is what. I mean,
right.
as he's coming out the league, we're coming up. See, we got a good defense coming up this year. Hopefully, we scare him off our front seven.
So let me ask you a question, Benjamin. Who do you believe is the greatest Bear in Chicago Bear history? Like, who would you say is the greatest Bear in Chicago Bear history, if you had to say?
So in Chicago Bear history, I mean, I have to go I'd have to go with Walter Payton, Sweetness, or I'd say, or like you go Dick, Mike. I'd probably have to go with Singletary because that was when they won that Super Bowl in '85. I would probably go with Singletary. Singletary or Walter Payton. It's a toss-up, but I mean, my dad would kill me if I said anybody other than him. So,
I'll give you that. So so Benjamin, Mitchell Trubisky, the Chicago Bears declined him for his 5th year. Personal expectation for
I'm hoping from what I've heard and from what I've been keeping up with, I think Mitch is gonna rise to the competition. He's gonna rise to the challenge of Nick Foles, and that's what we're all hoping. I mean, he drafted 3rd overall, so like he better come in and produce. But I think like his problem is accuracy. It's always been accuracy, and it's always been accuracy and decision making. So if he helps his decision making and works on that accuracy and we get a little more help in the O-line, I think this will be solid because if you look, he crucified all over social. But if you look, his numbers aren't too far off from Josh Allen's. So like Mitchell gets that. But I feel like Mitchell will come in, and as long as he doesn't have accuracy or decision making issues like he had last year, I think above average, game manager type quarterback for us, which is what we need. Defense is so solid that.
Okay, Benjamin, you are listed at 6'3", 275 pounds, and I've seen some of your tape, man. You're an outstanding, center for Liberty High School. What are some of your improvements that you want to improve on your game heading into your senior season?
Me, I'd say my finishing ability. I've been told that I finished well, but I want to be able to not only just finish them, but I want to impose my will and finish. I can get to a second level block or something like that. And then obviously just feet. If I first get my feet and improve them then feet and finish, that's really a key in an O lineman. So if I just capitalize on those and increase those, then sky's the limit.
I give you. I like that. I like that. So Benjamin, like what Trey said, you're going into your senior season at high school. Do you have like an expectation that would like to have with your guys on the line? Because you guys on the line, y'all like brothers on the line.
Yeah. So for us, this quarantine, if there's one thing that quarantine served well for us, it was that we got so much bigger. Our average size of the line last year was probably anywhere from like 6'1", 6'2", 300, 280-ish. Our average size of the line like 6'3", closer to 6'4", 305. I'm probably the same size as the smallest. Our left tackle, as of now, we still have some spots up in question, but as of now, our left tackle is like 6'4", 305. Our guard is huge. He's like our left guard is about the same size as me, and then our center 6'3". I put on 5 now, and then our right guard is about 6'2", 6'3". Our right tackle grew so much, 6'3", 6'2". He's at a solid like 6'5", probably pushing like.
Yeah, that was comfortable, man, right there, man.
Yeah,
closer to 330. So we're huge up front now. The expectation, we had a solid last year, and we saw it. Our expectations this year are be like size and the skill and the technique and how young we are. I feel like we can take off and we can be one of the best West Coast.
Yeah, so Benjamin, I want to ask you a question because we know right now as a country we're dealing with the pandemic, and we know the NBA season got shut down at the end of March, and there's been questions as to whether or not we're going to have an NFL season or college football season as well. Do you believe that we'll ultimately have football this fall, or you think it's going to be something that's going to be tough to make happen?
I believe that we'll have a football season. I feel like it's going to be modified a bit, but I'm confident that we're going to have a football season just because of the business aspect that the world needs sports. Aside from business, the world needs sports. Sports is so underrated in the world sense, and I feel that it brings people together and it gives the world basically something to do, something to lean on and have pride in. And so aside from that business aspect, is there so much money going to be lost if NBA season, NFL season, or an NCAA season? So we're going to have at least a modified schedule because I've been in talks that they actually pushed the start time October. So they pushed the start, took out two out of conference. They took out 2 out of conference games and they reported another conference game. So you said, for example, we picked up Washington. So we had to drop San Diego State, Hawaii, and had to drop Mexico State. But then we pick up Washington originally. So they're gonna an all conference schedule when we play SEC, so on and so forth. I feel like you can't. It's too important. It's too valuable, and they'll make it work.